Alright guys, how's it going? My name is Nyxre and welcome back to another episode of The Good, The Bad, and The Teemo, where today I'll be covering full AD Sion. So here's a reference guide for today's video. I provide these at the beginning of every episode in the series for anyone who may be interested in seeing how I went about testing this specific build. If you are interested, an Imgur link to this reference guide can be found down in the description below. Starting off with the good things about full AD Sion, we're going to go ahead and start off with the very best thing about this specific build, which is the AD scaling on his decimating smash. His Q has a 1.95 AD scaling ratio, which is among the highest in the game. This means that in the late game, assuming you can charge it to its maximum strength, your fully charged Q will deal almost 1000 damage before armor mitigation. You can even try to use it to steal objectives, as it will deal more damage than Smite during most stages of the game. This is one of the most powerful non-ultimate abilities in the game in terms of flat out damage, and it has the ability to turn a teamfight or a duel around immediately. To help you with landing this is a good amount of crowd control that Sion can provide. 3 of his abilities provide crowd control of some sort, varying from slows to knockups, which can give you the time needed to execute an enemy before they can run away. Another good thing about full AD Sion is that he won't be as squishy as most full AD champions because of the passive on his Soul Furnace. By the time you reach the very late game, you should have gotten a few hundred bonus HP, which can give you the edge in any close duel. It's obviously not going to make you the super tank that you would normally be, but it prevents you from being a one-shot target for the enemy assassins. This also makes items like Stairx gauge good, even while building full AD, because the shield provided by it will still be respectable because you'll have a good amount of total health. You'll still be chunked down by enemy AD carries who can sustain high amounts of damage, but against something like a LeBlanc you should be fine, as she won't be able to kill you with her combo. Full AD Sion is also really good at roaming because of his ultimate. His ultimate does have a bit of AD scaling, which can help the lane you gank secure a kill. You can make it all the way from top lane into the mid lane with your ultimate, or you can use it from your inhibitor turrets to try and run down the lane. If you coordinate this properly with your jungler, you can quickly create a 3v1 scenario which should get your team a decent advantage. Moving on to the bad things about full AD Sion, is that you become incredibly reliant on landing your Q. It isn't the easiest thing to land because it has such a long windup time and it's easily telegraphed. In certain matchups against highly immobile champions, you might be able to land it, but against champions with even a tiny bit of mobility, you may struggle landing it most of the time. Certain champions with AP scaling can even build the Hextech Proto Belt to ensure an easy escape whenever you try and land your Q. This is even worse when playing against range matchups, which Sion already struggles against. Long range poke matchups have the ability to stay outside of your Q range and slowly burn your health bar down over time. Your only real option in matchups like these is using your E to try and throw enemy minions at them, but even then, it's unlikely that they'll be slowed long enough to become trapped within the range of your Q. Realistically, you're better off going full tank or picking a different champion entirely if you're going to be stuck in a matchup where you'll never be able to use your Q. Now moving on to the Teemo. This is the section that covers the worst aspects of full AD Sion, and lists the primary reasons why you would typically build him some other way. After all, there has to be some reason why almost nobody builds him with full AD. The most apparent issue you'll run into is the charge up time on his Q. It takes over 2 seconds to fully cast, which means that for 2 seconds you are vulnerable to any damage from the enemy team. Even though you aren't going to be as squishy as many other champions, 2 seconds is still enough time to force a kill. To make it even worse, champions such as Darius can use their pull to cancel your Q before it is fully charged. All it takes is a single ability from many champions to quickly mitigate almost all of the damage that you have to offer. The other reason why people don't build Sion this way is because it's honestly the least effective way of the 3 primary ways to build a champion. Both tank and AP are more effective and easier to play than AD while playing Sion. His shield and his E have decent AP scaling ratios and are much easier to land than your Q. This means you'll be able to more reliably land damage than you would while playing full AD. And of course, full tank is a no-brainer because it synergizes perfectly with the Soul Furnace passive and turns him into one of the ultimate raid bosses. But that's all I have for full AD Sion. I don't really think this build is that great, and I'd have to say that if you wanted to try something off meta with Sion, I'd easily recommend going AP instead. I'll probably do an AP Sion video at some point in the future, but for now, AD really wasn't all that impressive. Feel free to leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and subscribe if you are new around here and would like to see more. If you didn't like the video, feel free to leave a dislike. All I ask is that you leave a comment with what you believe I could have done better, so that my future content can continue to improve. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys in this video. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.